and welcome to class. We're going to be doing a full body stretch out today. We're going to be using the Sun Salutation A sequence for this. It's one of the oldest yoga sequences that there is. It's a great sequence to learn in conjunction with any sort of gym routine that you may have. I practice this sequence every morning when I wake up. It's a nice way to get the blood circulating and the joints moving, okay, and get that heartbeat going. So we're going to do a few warm-up postures today, and then we'll go into teaching you the Sun Salutation sequence A, and then we'll move over into a warm-down sequence together. So hopefully by the end of this class, or you can use this class to teach yourself the sequence. And like I said, it's a really nice way to just get an overall body stretch and workout. And if you don't have much time during the day, it's really something perfect just to jump on your mat, do 5 or 10, get off your mat and feel like you've accomplished something on your mat for the day. Okay, so let's start in a tabletop position. Hands directly underneath the shoulders, knees directly underneath the hips. And then I want you to just lift one hand and drop it, lift the other, drop it. So it's almost like you're a cat gnawing at a blanket. So you push the palm down and gently lift the fingers up, moving over to the other side. Then also as you're doing this, feel the scapulars lifting up and dropping down, protracting and retracting. Just getting into that movement. You can wiggle the toes, lift the feet, drop the feet, push back towards the heels, lean forward over the wrists. Again, one more time, push back to the heels, lean forward over the wrists. Nice. So we'll just turn the fingers out to the outsides of our mats, and then just do some rotations here, focusing on the breath. So inhale, exhale, relax. One more, inhale, exhale. Coming the opposite way, inhale, and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Nice. And just walk your hands so that the fingertips are pointing to the top of the mat again. We'll tuck our toes here, lift the knees into a hovering tabletop, so round the shoulders. Take a nice deep breath in here, and exhale, relax. Bring the big toes together, separate the knees to about mat distance, and walk your hands to the top of the mat for child's pose. So just opening up the hips a little bit here, opening the shoulders, warming the shoulders. Lift the palms and create fists with the hands. Give a little bit of a rotation if you can. Maybe you have to come up onto the elbows a little bit here. And when you're ready, just plant the hands back down, really plant the palms into the ground. And breathe. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Relax the chest. Next, inhale, grip with the hands. Bring the seat up. Tuck the toes about hip distance apart, and we're going to lift up into a downward dog. Might need to take a little half a step or a full step closer towards your face. If the knees or the hamstrings are feeling very tight, bend the knees. And then I encourage you to walk it out a little bit here. Stretch that dog out a bit. Keep rolling the shoulders away from the ears. Relaxing the neck. Breathing through the nose. And exhaling through the nose. Welcoming this movement to your body. Your next inhale, lift the heels if they're not lifted already. Bend the knees a lot more if they are bent already. And begin walking to the front of your mat. Small steps here. Bring both those toes together, heels slightly apart, and then heel toe your feet to about hip distance. When you're ready, take a nice deep inhale, lengthen over the thighs, bend the knees and grab onto each elbow hanging over the legs. So just forward folding over the legs here. They like to call this posture ragdoll. So you want to sway from left to right. Opening up the lateral sides of the body. Nice deep breath in here. Exhale, release the hands.
grip the mat with your toes. As you begin to inhale, start coming up, rounding the spine to come up. Take your time here, nice and slow. You really want to come up with the neck last, or the head last. Stacking those vertebrae one on top of each other, feeling the body activate as you come up into the standing position. Roll your shoulders back, lift your chin slightly, and you're in your standing staff pose. Gently look down, heel toe, your feet back together. And we'll just take a moment in the standing posture here. Shoulders are relaxed, they're sliding down the midline of the back. Chest is relaxed. Toes are grounded, feet are gripping into the mat. Chest is open, collarbones are smiling, relaxing the arms. Slightly tuck the pelvis. Just a slight internal tilt of the tailbone or the sacrum. And then the gazing point is the tip of your nose. And while we're here, I encourage you just to play around with the weight of the body. Maybe you move it forward to the tips of the toes, lifting the heels gently. Maybe you rock it a little bit back. And just feeling into your weight distribution, how your feet are feeling. Maybe we're going sideways now. Just really being grateful that you've brought yourself here, that you're becoming aware of these small movements within the body. Just gently rocking to a still standing posture. Your next inhale, bring the arms round you, circle the sky above you, reach up towards the stars. Keep reaching with the fingertips here, gripping with the toes. Nice deep inhale in, tuck the tailbone, and exhale gently to begin to fold forward. So you can already start hinging from the hips, bending the knees, coming into this forward fold. So we're bending the knees a lot so that the hands reach the ground. If the knees are extremely tight, then bring your blocks out or your books, and you can use the books or the blocks to give you that extra bit of length. So we're coming down into our forward fold. Relax the neck here. Your next inhale will take you into a halfway lift. So we straighten, lengthen the legs, lengthen the spine and the back. And you can have your fingers literally just pointing down towards the mat. Creating this length in the spine. Let the shoulders roll back. Active wide shoulders. Inhale here. As you exhale, bend the knees a lot. Place the hands underneath the shoulders. Step your left foot back. You're in a lunge. And exhale, right foot comes back. Inhale again, you push into your palms, round the upper back. You're in a high plank. If the high plank is uncomfortable for you, or if it's not in your practice, then drop the knees gently, untuck the toes, and come into a hovering plank. So still very active core here, rounded upper back, rounded shoulders. If you're in your full expression of plank, you can move into chaturanga. And if you're holding your kneeling plank, I'd like you to shift the hips forward. So you're shifting your shoulders over your wrists, bend the elbows, keeping a nice 90-degree angle in the arms, and then make sure that the seat's in line with the shoulders. Inhale here, exhale, drop the hips, come into cobra. For those of you that's moving from high plank to chaturanga, we'll flip over the fronts of the feet and we'll meet in down dog. Tuck the chin, roll through the spine, and we'll all meet in downward facing dog. So if we're in our cobra, we'll tuck our chin, we'll push into our palms, come up onto our knees, tuck the toes, send the seat back to downward facing dog. Inhale, bring your right leg forward first, into a lunge, left leg follows. Inhale, halfway lift up, exhale, forward fold, surrender over the legs, relax the neck. Inhale, let the arms circle around the body, reaching to the top of the sky,
And exhale, arms float alongside the body, back into your standing staff Namastè pose. I'm going to go through the flow, and I'm only going to be doing the beginner or the beginner's versions of the postures. I feel that this is a better way to get a good form in the practice. Is to start from the start. All right, so big toes together, heels slightly apart. Feel into the body. Feel into the temperature of the body. There's a little bit more rhythm in your heartbeat, a little bit more capacity in the lungs now. Maybe you've started to break a bit of a sweat, and that's also okay. We're going to gently flow through the next 4 sun salutations, starting with the inhale, reaching the arms up into a high mountain, exhaling, forward folding over the bent knees. Inhale, halfway lift up, lengthen the spine. Exhale, bend the knees a lot, place the hands under the shoulders, send the right foot back this time. From your lunge, you move into your plank. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, gently drop the knees into your kneeling plank. Inhale here, and as you exhale, shift the shoulders forward over the wrists, bend the elbows, making a 90-degree angle with the arms, really hugging into the ribcage here. Inhale here, as you exhale, drop the thighs and the pelvis, lift the chest, pull the elbows into the midline of the body, collarbone smiling, and breathe in and out. Next inhale, bring the chin towards the chest, gaze towards the belly as you start lifting the belly up onto the knees, tucking the toes, sending the seat back, downward dog. And breathe. Next inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees a lot, gaze forward, begin walking to the front of the mat. Bring the big toes together, the heels are slightly apart, inhale, halfway lift up. And exhale, forward fold, bend the knees as much as you need to. Inhale, send the arms around the body to reach up towards the heavens. And exhale, floating the arms alongside the body. Let's do 3 more of those, almost there. Inhale, reach up. Arms can be shoulder distance here, or the palms can meet, whatever the shoulders allow. Exhale, forward fold over the legs, so bend those knees, relax the belly over the thighs, relax the neck over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift up, lengthen here. Exhale, bend the knees a lot. Send your left foot backwards. You're in your lunge. Moving back into your plank. Inhale, push into the hands, protract the shoulders. Exhale, drop the knees, untuck the toes. Shift forward over the the wrists. Bend the elbows to hug into the ribs. Shoulders are wide. Inhale. Exhale, drop the pelvis, lift the chest. Draw the elbows in towards each other. And breathe in. And out. And in. And as you exhale, tuck the chin. Push through the palms to come up onto the knees. Tuck the toes. And send the seat back into downward dog. Inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees a lot, gaze forward, begin walking to the front of your mat. Big toes together, the heels are slightly apart. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold again. Inhale, reach. Lengthening through the tips of the fingers. Grounding through the tips of the toes. And exhale, arms extend alongside the body. 2 more of those. Hope you're feeling nice and warm. Whenever you're ready, inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, forward fold over the legs. Bend the knees a lot if you need to. Inhale, halfway lift up. Exhale, place your hands. Step your right foot back this time. Let the left follow. Inhale, push up into a high plank. Exhale, drop your knees and tuck your toes into your low plank. Shift forward over the wrist. Bend the elbows. Lift the seat so it's in line with the shoulders as much as possible. Inhale here. Exhale, drop the pelvis. Lift the chest and the belly, gazing forward. Keep the legs active here. Inhale, tuck the chin, push into the palms, coming onto the knees, tuck the toes, sending the seat back, down dog. 5 breaths in down dog for me, please. Shoulders are rolling away from the ears. Neck is relaxed. We're gazing to the back line of our mat. When you're ready, inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, gaze forward, begin walking to the front of the mat. Big toes meet, heels are slightly apart. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, Namastè, standing staff pose, standing mountain. So nice deep breath in here for me. And exhale. Let's go to the full expression of each posture now, and we'll see how far you've come. If you feel that you aren't ready to do so, then rather stick with the beginner's postures that I've showed you during class. Otherwise, join me with the full expressions. So we'll inhale into our extended mountain. Nice tall mountain here. And exhale, forward folding over the legs. Relax the spine, relax the back. Inhale, halfway length up. Exhale, bend the knees a lot. Place your hands underneath your shoulders. Step back into your plank. So either you're moving from your plank to your kneeling plank to chaturanga, otherwise high plank to chaturanga, to up dog or cobra. Legs are strong here, arms are strong, don't sink into the shoulders, tuck the chins, push into the hands, and as we all meet in downward facing dog. 5 breaths here. One more long inhale through the nose and out through the mouth. Sealing off that last salutation. Inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees a lot. Walk to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach all the way up. And exhale into your standing staff pose. Great job, guys. So we'll just go through into the warm up, into the warm down now. Inhale, let the hands swoosh past the thighs into a chair. Look down, can you see your toes? Move the knees a little bit more back so that you can see the toes. Tap the tail a little bit. And breathe, strong arms. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, and as you exhale, gently come to a seated position on your mat. Use your hands to scoot your seat a little bit further back. Legs are extended out long in front of you. Just going into a seated forward fold. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, fold. Trying to keep the forehead drawing towards the feet here. Relax the shoulders, relax the neck. And breathe. Then every inhale, draw your crown of your head closer towards the base of your feet. And every exhale, ground you more and more into your mat below you. You want to keep the spine and the back as long and flat as possible. Relax the shoulders. We're not doing anything here, we're just stretching. Inhale, gaze up towards the toes. Exhale. Inhale, come all the way up. Placing the hands alongside the hips, scoot your seat towards your heels, hold onto the knees, and gently rock back onto the spine. So just a few rocks, up and down. It's quite playful, but it's such a good massage for the spine. And gently coming to into the chest. And just rock from left to right here. Maybe making little circles with the knees. Massaging the lower back. Nice. Okay, then let the soles of the feet come up towards the ceiling. And let your hands slide up or down your legs, up actually, towards your ankles. And then just hold on to the calf for me. We're not going to reach all the way up to the soles of the feet today for happy baby. Just breathe here. Trying to create this extra bit of length in my lower back by pushing my lower back down. Nice inhale here. Exhale and release the legs to 90 degrees. Point the toes up towards the ceiling, pushing the lower back down into the mat. You can release your hands alongside your palms facing up. And then draw the toes towards the face. Still pushing the lower back into the mat. 2 more of those. Point towards the sky. Strong quads here. And toes drop down towards the face. 1 more. Point. And flex. Lovely. Hug those knees one more time into the chest. And gently drop the feet down onto your mat. About mat distance apart, let the knees fall in towards each other. And then let both knees fall to the left. And then just bringing your hands to your chest, either resting one on the heart and one on the belly, or both on the belly. And then moving over to the opposite side like windscreen wipers. Just doing this a few times, working in your own pace and with your breath. And then just complete that cycle that you're on, making sure that you've stretched evenly on each side. Let the knees fall in towards each other. Reach the arms up towards the sky now, so they're in 90 degrees. And I want you to lift your shoulders off the mat and drop them. One more time, lift. Leaving your head on the ground and then drop them. One more time, lift. Hold it there. And then gently cross your arms over so that the opposite hand meets the opposite scapula. You're giving yourself a big hug. Keeping your arms in this position, toe, heel, your feet together, let the knees open up wide to a Baddha Konasana posture. So it's a goddess posture. You can butterfly the legs up and down if you're feeling a little bit of tension in the inner seams of the legs. But just really come into your own space here. Feel your heart beating in your arms. Gently release the arms. Stretch the arms above the head. Clasping the hands. And then releasing the legs down also to the end of your mat. Bring the big toes together and the thumbs together. Really point and reach with each toe. And with each finger. And then gently release. Let the legs come to the corners of the mat and the arms slide down to meet the sides of your body. Palms face up. As you relax and prepare yourself for a short Shavasana. And here in Shavasana, we just really like to take stock of what we're feeling emotionally, physically. How is the body feeling now? How is the breath feeling? How is the mind feeling? Just staying in tune with these rhythms, with these feelings. Express your gratitude for your awareness of them. When you're ready, you can bring your knees to hug into your chest. chest. Rocking left to right. When you're ready, roll over to come into a seated position. Eyes are closed, and your head is heavy. Just again focusing on our breath and expressing gratitude for bringing ourselves to practice today. Drawing the hands to still in front of the heart. Gently bow your head to your heart, your greatest teacher. Namaste. Thank you all so very much for joining me. Stay tuned for a lot more classes just like this.
Peace.